Hello again, guys. This is Tankmaster Dylan 1. I'm making this video because the video that I created yesterday on how to create Conway's Game of Life was actually inaccurate. The reason why is because I did not do enough testing. So here's an updated version. I'll link the other video down below. So now I'm gonna get the materials. This is the material list. I'll pause the video. So let's see the price per cell. I'm not sure if that's all, so I'll move everything closer. Well, that was not all, because there should be in total of 9 items, and I'm pretty sure this is not everything I need. Yep, that's everything I need. What despawned? I forgot something. I forgot the greater thans. Of course. Where the greater thans despawned. Let's look at the greater thans. Yes. But while moving this stuff to the truck, I'll give you some info on the Conway's Game of Life. So, it was a game created by Conway. I don't have a second monitor, so I can't give a lot more information. But the rules are, if a cell has 3 neighbors and it's off, it turns on. It stays on if it's on if it has 2 or 3 neighbors. More than 4 neighbors, it turns off, and less than 2 neighbors, it turns off. Actually, more than 3 neighbors, it turns off. But the problem was, I had some artifacting with the other Conway's Game of Life, well, the previous video setup, that the lights would turn a different color if it was on 3. So I fixed that. You gotta be serious. Just build everything. Like, the artifacts was, if I remember, the light was changing to yellow. The reason why that was happening is because a signal strength of 30 was being sent to the T flip-flop. This is my current fixed setup. I'll be using this as a reference. So I'm gonna pause the video while counting everything. The pile on the right side is the initial pile. It's this circuit which basically inputs all the, I don't know what to call it, states this is 10, this one is set to 30, and this one is set to 20. This section right here is a 0 tick. And yeah, I know that you can create... Where's the engine? Oh, there. And I know that there's an endgame 0 tick, but this one is more precise. So first of all, let's start off with the number interfaces. You might want to go away from the wall, since it's easier. You would take the button, put it here. I recommend rotating the button 180 degrees, so it's facing that way. You want the end gate on the bottom. And then the XOR gate on top of the end gate. Then the OR gate, well, the 2 OR gates, you would connect the button to the bottom right of the 3. And then the first OR gate would go to the... I'm stupid. The first OR gate would go to the top left of the second OR gate. The second OR gate will go to the left of the XOR gate. And then the XOR gate would then be fed into the AND gate. And all the outputs comes from the AND gate, so that's where the output of the 0 tick circuit is. It's not important to put everything in order, but I recommend it since I placed everything close to each other. So start with the OR gate, then you do the AND, one of the 2 AND gates, and you want to rotate the AND gate so it's facing this way, opposite of the OR gate. Do the same with both of the greatest AND gates. Make them face the same way as the AND gate. And then for the NOT gate, it will be facing with the dots going away from the end, from the output. This is AND gate. Then on top of that, you would have the second AND gate. Then you would put on the relay. Well, 2 relays stacked on top of each other. First relay goes like that. Then the second relay rotated yet another 180 degrees. Huh? Oh. Oh yeah, I got that correct. Then I have the XOR gate, which is used for the storing of the value. Well, it's what I use to store the value, as well as the T flip-flop. Then the last relay goes same way as the XOR gate. Then the T flip-flop goes that way. So time to decipher what is over there, over here. This is gonna be my rat's brain trying to decipher what I did. You want this to be you want this to be 3 by 3 per tile, per cell. And then you want to place the button on top of it like that. Is that correct? Yeah. Now that's how you get the display in the button. So first, you take the output of the OR gate, do right, left, right. You take the outputs of the NOT gate, put them in their respective spot. You put this in that respective spot. Then that's everything for this side. The reason why I'm telling you, the reason why I told you to put them in a specific direction is so you don't have lines going diagonal, like diagonally that way, because it's hard to see. So you would take this to there and that to there. AND gate, one of the only 2 diagonals, goes to, I forgot where. This is the hardest part for me. That's relay. That's relay. Pretty sure it goes to that relay. Yeah. Goes to that relay. And then finish the rest of the front with that going to there. The T flip-flop goes to not 3rd down, 4th down, and 2nd down. Then the relay goes to there. This XOR gate then goes to the right of the relay. Or not. No. A tip for goes to the left of the relay. There. finally, on this side, relay to there. Button to there. So, and gate goes to left of this relay. Actually, it goes to right of the relay. And then the number interface of 10, and then 20, and 30. Those are the respective values. This one goes back to this relay. That is basically the fix of that weird thing. So then next, I may have screwed myself by putting it at a weird angle. Number interface. Grab that. That 30. So the 30 goes to the bottom two, like that. And then the 20, if I can get that one, goes to the top one. So that's how you hook it up with the initial. But in order to hook it up with other cells, you would have to connect them like this. The T flip-flop goes to the OR gate, and you do that for all surrounding cells. This cell is connected to this cell, this cell is connected to this cell, this cell is connected to this cell. Same with, this cell, all these cells. You can get it. You can change out this button for a clock to automate it. That's what I'm gonna do when I'm finished filling up this whole entire base with Conway's Game of Life. But if you build a 3x3 or a 3x2, like what I have, this is what you should expect by doing that value. It should turn those off, and then turn that one on, and then both of them should turn off. But if I were to add this one to here, that one would also turn on, so it would be an oscillator. I could show you kind of like this, but since it starts out like this, and this cell is not existent, it just dies. So the next thing to do is fill up my whole entire base with this, and I'll probably post a video when I'm done with it. Oh boy, I need a break. Goodbye.